All right.
Assuming that, so do you want to make a motion so we can advertise pending, I'm going to send it to each of you, pending incorporating any responses that you have, we're going to use a document that's approved by council so that we can go forward, right?
I can't imagine it being that difficult. It's just asking for people to submit.
Correct, I mean,
I mean,
right. But
it's just advertising.
I don't think we need a motion.
You're clear to go.
You're clear to go. Let's see, consider Eric for our CPA contract.
I move to enter into a contract for accounting services with Eric A. Kinshirf CPA in the amount of $4,200 per month for FY 2020.
Second, sir.
So, Eric's been working, some town accountant left, whatever, a couple of years ago.
A few years.
We had,
Quite a few.
Eric's firm, was in here as a treasure collector, and then they were also in here as the accounting service. They filled in, and then we tried to have a part-time position, you know, that just, I'm doing it for a while,
Yeah, I know.
So we advertised at 18 hours, we didn't get anybody, we advertised at 25 hours, we did get someone great, who was so great, in fact, and hiring her as part of his firm, and we've been using them ever since. And so, part of that initial agreement with them to continue on was that they weren't negotiating that to never increase their prices during the length of that first contract. This is the second contract we'll be signing. It does have an increase of, let's see, $3,600 over 3 years, which is kind of pricey, but at the same time, it's been frozen for 3 years, so I'm not overly concerned. The service is good, they've been very responsive. They have no issues with anything that they do. Happy to have them continue on. One thing I will say is we are still, let's see, the highest we were ever paying out at the time was $74,000 for accounting, and we are still well below that. We should come in around just under $60,000, even with.
And you gain.
Yeah, so we're still.
Well, it's that, but you're not including the fringe either, so.
No, that includes the French.
Oh, that includes the French, okay.
The highest we ever paid was 74.
Okay.
So,
Well, I think they've been working out really well.
They're great.
yeah.
But you also,
They're insured.
being a consultant, there's benefits to it because now you have more people more resources. It's not just
Yeah.
a single person, but you also now pay an accountant. On top of that, you still pay the town accountant to review it, right?
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
They do everything, and then in addition to that, they have knowledge that we could never have.
Right.
So I've been very happy.
We'd
with
never
them.
hire anyone that could have all
Right,
of
you
that
never
in
encompass
one
that.
person.
Even
Yeah.
in $150,000.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's,
I think they're great.
I wish they had that in all facets of municipal life.
Right.
It would be more
We're
consultative.
getting there.
All right, all in favor?
Aye.
All right, let's see, consider cleaning bid.
Okay. So we went out to bid, our cleaning contract with Janpro is up end of this fiscal year. We went out to bid, we received 2 bids. One is from Janpro, the other is from Steve Handley. He actually submitted multiple proposals, so let me just talk a little bit. So my recommendation, let me just start, is going to be going with Handley's proposal, even though it's slightly higher than Janpro. Handley currently has insurance requirements. He can operate for the town. He is currently working at the library where he does services. In addition to basic cleaning, he does expanded custodial services. So he's submitted a proposal that is straight up cleaning and then what it would cost with those additional custodial services, so smaller project work. I met with him. I talked to him about what the expectations were here, and I feel very comfortable with him coming on board and being our cleaning service, especially now that he's insured.
So who's doing that building?
That's part of it.
Oh, you know what it is? The line isn't matched there. Okay. No.
No, it's included. This is just the old spreadsheet from when we first did the cost estimates. So the difference is $3,800 more And then if you wanted full custodial service, and he's listed all the different things that he would do, but that's not what we bid. We bid straight cleaning, so we could talk to him separately outside of the bid to do additional services, if that's something we want.
What's the total cost of the bid?
$22,476.
What?
We didn't even have to go
This is
down,
January.
and we went out for RFP.
We went out for RFP because so just a short history of cleaning.
Yep,
We had a person for many years.
Yep.
Their cost was actually, the combined cost of that particular person in the different buildings actually caused some purchasing concerns because we were well beyond the.
well, back then, that amount, the
Correct.
set amount back in the day.
That person's proposal at the time was almost $42,000.
And it was 25,000.
Correct. And so now, we went out to bid, for liability purposes, a larger cleaning company makes more sense for a town in general. And so town council recommended both things, the concern and the liability issue. So we went out to bid and we got Jamfro last time. So their contract is up. There's been some issues. And so this time, luckily, we got 2 bids. And so again, we're still saving a lot. We're saving $20,000 from.
Against Jan Pro? Oh, no, what's Jan Pro?
Jan Pro was at 18.
18.
Oh, you said it was a little
Almost
high.
19, but when we had the previous cleaning person, the bid was over 40.
Can you look at the spreadsheet you gave us here?
Yeah.
I'm trying to understand what the number that's lower underneath old library. There's nothing in that.
That's all
row?
right, because the old library, when the previous person was cleaning, each individual location that used to be the library, so they had a separate cost. That doesn't exist anymore because now it's the town hall annex. It's part of the town hall, essentially, so the cleaning bid includes that location. So the only ones
Okay,
that
so
are.
that's the per month total.
Correct, this is what
Okay,
it costs
that's,
per month.
okay, I see.
The only one that's not included, so fire cleans their own, senior center wants to clean their own, and DPW is to be determined still.
So I'm looking at his proposal, and I see general cleaning services at town hall, library, and police station. Police station, town hall, library. To Mark's point, though, the old library isn't there.
I guess
Right,
you said
we-
it's
we
considered
consider it as part of the
part of
hall.
town hall.
Okay. And he's definitely on board with that.
Yeah, he's
Okay.
done, he had it twice.
Okay.
What's the monthly cost again? Oh, yeah, never mind, I tried to.
Okay. Any other discussion on that, guys?
No, I didn't I didn't make a motion, no, right?
No, you did, but you didn't, oh, no, you didn't.
No, I moved toward the town hall building cleaning contract to Stephen Handley for FY 2020.
For cleaning only, not with custodial, correct?
Yeah, do only cleaning because
Yeah.
we bid it as cleaning
Okay.
only. And if
I
we
just
wanna
wanted to make sure we did that.
negotiate with him separately, we will.
That's fine. Have a second?
I did second.
Okay. All in favor?
Aye.
Okay.
So here's a contract for him.
Let's
There you
see.
go.
I thought we did this already.
This is Eric's. We need an extension.
I
Yeah,
thought we
I
did
need
it
another
already.
Extension. Let's take it, that's.
yeah, it was only like a 30-day extension.
Yeah.
last time.
Oh, that's right,
And
okay.
then this is out in chapter 90,
All right, I'll take a motion. Mark,
I move to extend the term of the current 10-year cable license agreement to July 31st, 2019.
This is Comcast.
Verizon.
Verizon. Second.
It's just a simple extension to a conversation that we had 30 days ago.
Right,
Negotiations.
This is your signature.
Negotiations still going on.
well,
Comcast says this, though, right?
It's Chris's.
Sorry.
Can I ask a question?
Question.
There was at one point, there was a group of us meeting talking about this. I don't know if that, I just haven't heard anything. I assume-
that's the same thing. He's still negotiating.
This is
Okay,
Kim.
so the
This is
lawyer
Kim.
can deal with it, though, right?
Yes.
You said for you to
So,
sign it.
right, he's
Just
He's
Verizon.
still
Right, your
independently
name, I guess.
negotiating on our behalf.
Okay.
I'll let them write the names in. Okay. Any other discussion on that? All in favor?
Aye.
Okay. Anything on that?
Ah,
Oh, okay.
sorry.
No worries. I know it's getting late.
I got a cold, I think.
Uh-oh, stay over there.
You guys are all gonna get it.
Let's see, discuss, oh no, sorry, consider transfers.
More?
We can table. I'm gonna say that to June.
Okay.
I have nothing that's pressing.
Okay,
Are there transfers though?
There will be.
okay. We'll table those until June. Discuss upcoming meeting dates.
It's always the challenge.
I had
What do you
tentatively
recommend?
put down June 17th as our next meeting date. Typically, we meet a lighter schedule in the summer.
Oh, it's already on here.
Right. Because I send them out there and see who rejects them outright.
I don't think I did.
June what?
June 17th,
June 17th.
that works.
Should be
Yeah, I
fine.
accepted that one already.
Okay. And then we usually also meet once in July. This, I mean, we had a lot of things on this agenda. I don't know, I jinxed it, but. It's gone pretty well. So, July.
I'd rather have to cancel a meeting. Due to lack of interest.
Well, we've been more likely in the summer if something came up to just add a meeting if we had a couple things. But I mean, without Laura here, I don't know if we have any. So for now, let's just,
Stick
let's
with
just
what we
go
got.
June one at a time, and then I'll send you out whatever.
Okay. Other topics not reasonably anticipated in 48 hours prior to meeting. Chief?
So, obviously, since we're not having a meeting until June 17th, I wanted to get on before this. So, when I did the hiring with the 2 new officers that we appointed tonight, I didn't expect them to have a quick such turnaround from the department. They're going to be able to start now June 4th for me. With that, we just negotiated the new 3-year contract, obviously, that we're all involved with for the police union, and we signed that contract. With that, part of the side part of it was that 2 of the previous officers we hired last June weren't in the contract, so we have to do a side letter so they can get their pay bumps for experience, and we were going to do that July 1st. I wasn't really anticipating getting anybody here before July 1st, so I think the fair thing to do would be to date that, to do that side letter for June 4th when we hire these 2 new guys, because these 2 new guys will come in at top step, and the 2 guys that we've hired, one won't change his step, because we're even crediting his previous years, he's still going to be at the same step, but the other individual has 7, 8 years on the job, so he's still at step 3 where he jumped to step 4. So I think it'd only be the fair thing to do to get you guys to maybe do that side letter June 4th instead of July 1st. And I have the money in my budget. It's still there in salary and wages from everything that's happened this year. I just think it'd probably be the right thing to do with the current employee that we have right now.
So you just confused me a little bit. The 2 officers you just hired now came in step 5.
They come in step 5 because of the new contract we did, that credits them their experience.
So what you're saying, that starts July 1?
Nope, that starts now,
Okay, so
June
what's the
4th.
July,
The previous 2, remember, during negotiations, we didn't do a side letter for the 2 that we hired last June. And with that side letter was gonna be for July 1, because we just thought new benefits would give July 1. But I don't think we expected to hire this quick, these other 2. So with these 2 new ones that are coming in, and the 2 that we're gonna write side letter, we've still haven't credited their experience. So I think the fair thing to do would credit them the same day that we start these other guys up. Or sooner.
So the bumping up in,
Yeah, so
Based
Jack
on
and Charles that we took today, are they
experience.
gonna start at step 5?
For the
the new
For their previous
hires
experience.
was gonna be July 1.
1, but I've hired people before July 1, so now we have people that have been here a year, and they're still not at top step with their previous credit. So I thought the fair thing to do is, at the same time, credit these guys for their service.
Making people who have been here working wait. At this
Till
point,
July
we're making
1st.
them wait till July 1st while
July
we bring
1st.
2 new people on, and they're
And
starting.
they're getting the credit.
Well, I know what you're trying to say.
Mhm.
I guess the challenge that I have with this is that the 2 officers that you're bringing in are extremely experienced and they're coming at the top step no matter what. So you're just fortunate that you hired two great officers.
Yeah, well, like I said, one of them, it's not gonna affect their pay, but the other guy has 8 years on the job, so that's a lot of experience too.
Yeah.
And he's been here for a year, so he has his 9th year here, and we're
Yeah.
basically telling him, you gotta wait till July
But
1st.
that was part of our negotiation at that point. I'm not trying to nickel and dime here at all.
Yeah.
I'm just saying it's just part of the negotiation.
It was, but that's why I'm coming back to, because I think the fair thing to do, employee purposes and morale, would to take care of your current employees and not wait another 3 weeks. Especially when we have the money there in the budget, and
Well,
they've been here a year.
yeah, but I think you need to separate the two pieces. I think you need to separate the two individuals coming in to the people that are here right now.
Not necessarily. I mean, if these weren't coming until July 1, it wouldn't really create an issue right now. You know, it really, if I wasn't hiring these till July 1.
I still can't see, and again, I love your officers. I think they're all fantastic. I'm not trying to nickel and dime here. I'm just saying that you were fortunate enough to hire two really good officers. If you were getting an officer that was coming in step 2 or a step 3, we probably wouldn't be having this conversation right now.
Well, these guys would have came in at step 2 or step 3 if we didn't change the contract, but we didn't apply the new contract to the guys who are already here, which part of it is, that's just how you guys did the contract, but they were already here and we didn't apply it to them. That's why we're doing a side letter for them.
I see what you're saying now. That's all connected now.
You know what I mean? So that's why I thought it's kind of a tough situation. It just doesn't,
What do you think, Mark?
just doesn't seem fair to me. I'm just trying to do what's fair and equitable, you know?
Yeah, I mean,
What are we talking, cost? Do you know?
It's only one of them, so $200 for like 3 weeks, $200, $400, $600, $700 maybe.
yeah, I mean,
If I didn't hire those other two in June, if I didn't hire them in the middle of June and I hired them July 2nd last year, it would have already applied to them.
yeah, I mean, if I was them, I would be a little annoyed with that. You know, if it had been working.
And they haven't said anything to me. I'm trying to do the fair thing for my employees.
I make a motion to adjust the salaries.
Just a side letter to do side letters.
Second.
All right, any further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
All right, thank you, I appreciate it.
Okay. All right, so we're gonna move into executive
I've
session.
got something too, under 48.
Okay.
So, many years ago, maybe Lonnie was here, I don't know. Tim, when we switched over the pay from percentage to an hourly wage, and he was getting paid as the local rather than the
Commissioner.
commissioner, during the meeting, we made the condition that when he became the commissioner, he would get the commissioner rate, and he has recently received all the certifications necessary to become that. I have been budgeting in anticipation for that for the past 3 years, so the money is available, so it's an hourly pay differential that we're talking about now, so.
I'm gonna need to see the certificates.
I'm taking his word for it.
Hey,
I sent him.
congratulations. Look up on the website real quick.
I sent him. I got all my certificates back in April, so.
Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you.
So the rate, go ahead and tell them what they're.
So, as a local, I'm paid right now, $28.07, and as a commissioner would be $45 an hour.
Big jump.
Yeah,
Wow, that's no joke.
I mean, I do all the work now.
But we've had it in the budget since, in
Yeah.
anticipation.
No, I understand it.
I wanted it before, because I've been doing the job for a year and a half, and I've been working for a local. And when I brought it up at the meeting, Rich had made the comment, if he's gonna do the work of the commissioner, when he gets the certification, and then Kim added into it, said,
Stop that.
not until he gets his certificate, so.
There they are.
What's fair is fair, that's right.
Yeah, that's right, there they are.
I don't know, I'm gonna have to take this under consideration. No, Tim, I thank you for doing what you've done.
Well,
I know how hard. And what,
So you have to
The
approve the
extras.
hourly rate.
Yeah.
because
This
they're
is
gonna
a-
ask for it downstairs.
Take a motion.
so moved. What's the hourly rate?
Second.
So, well, hang on, I would have to say you'd have to move to, what's the hourly rate?
it's $45 an hour.
To move to
So
80?
this is an emergency under 48 hours thing?
Well, we just talked about it, Thursday?
Yep,
Do you wanna wait?
I had mentioned it.
Would have been added as an agenda item.
Not on Thursday.
I-
say.
Mm-hmm. We had the agenda already. You can add it on the agenda. Whatever.
I've been doing it for a year and a half. I think
That's not
I
the
think it's
question.
fair.
That's not the question.
No.
Don't misconstrue
Okay.
the
Point is-
conversation.
I understand.
That's not where it should go on an agenda.
I understand.
Okay, I'm about processing, you know
Yep,
that,
yep.
right?
Yeah, so I am too. So another item I'd like to talk about if
Okay, hold
this,
on one
if this
second.
is
Let's finish
complete.
this one first now. So,
Do you wanna wait till June?
when did you get certified anyway?
In April.
You could always
April,
make-
so it should be retro back to April, correct?
Wasn't gonna give them any retro.
I'm not looking
They-
for, I'm not looking for retro. I just want to get paid for the work I'm doing.
All right, do I have a second?
I
Oh, I did
have
get a second.
I have a follow-up question though.
Yep.
This $45 rate.
Yep.
So this is what he's currently getting? Who,
That's a commissioner's rate with no benefits. That's with benefits, to be honest with you.
okay, so. Okay.
Can I ask a question, I guess, at the risk of causing problems? I guess I'm curious as to if that rate is part of the salary and compensation study, I guess, in my position as union president, even though this is clearly not a union position. I'm just curious as to where that fits in.
Well, we don't use the salary compensation study
Okay.
anymore. We create individual.
So where did
charts
the
for
number
individual
come from?
contracts, right, so that's my question.
Somebody budgeted the number originally, and then I didn't get the pay.
Where did, that didn't answer the question. The question is.
I don't know who budgeted it.
No, but how was $45 an hour determined, I think is the question you're asking.
Yeah, I mean, we're determining a new salary. I just
Yeah.
feel like it's all of a sudden, I didn't know this was coming. This isn't typical of how we operate. But
I will look at the capital ones from 2016 when this started, so we can find out. My guess
Is this the standard rate that the state?
You can look on the MMA site if you'd like.
No, I'm trying to
I'm
understand.
not
what-
saying like,
Yeah.
you know. I'm
No,
just
no, I
saying
understand. I understand what you're saying,
We're
the
increasing
process.
it a large amount, right? So it's all of a sudden under 48 hours, which I didn't even know it was coming, to like be prepared to
Mhm.
say, okay, that makes sense to me. Just out of the blue.
I'm just.
It was budgeted originally when the position came up, and then I was doing it on a temporary basis with approval from the state. And when I came to the meeting, it was you three and Rich.
Okay, so that dollar amount in 2016 would have represented middle of the range for department head position, 44.53. So that's my guess of why that was budgeted, middle of the range for that. So if you want to negotiate something else, we can do that.
So to answer your question, Dan, yes,
It is,
Okay.
okay,
all right?
just because I'm gonna get asked that, I'm
The
sure.
answer, to follow up on your statement, to what you're saying, the question isn't a matter of what we agreed to back then of raising you once you got your commissioner status.
Okay.
All right, the question now I think that Mark is raising is that he hasn't had an opportunity, nor any of us,
Mhm.
Prior to now at 9:10, to even think about how to respond to it.
Right.
Right, I just assumed that was the standard rate for commissioners.
Mhm.
Yeah.
If that's not the case,
There's no standard rate.
Yeah.
okay, well, that's,
It's not a standard rate.
So I guess just in lieu of transparency, we're meeting in a couple of weeks and making sure that we do this the right way.
Yeah.
Let's put it on the next meeting.
I have a whole stack of comparisons. I'll bring them to
and
you.
we should also be negotiating with him in executive session if we were talking about.
Yes.
That's right.
I would
If we're
prefer
not gonna
that.
make it any different than what it is.
Correct.
Now, also, if I may, and then, like you said, you're not looking for anything retro, but if we make it retro back to today, I mean, just because now we're gonna delay it based upon just to gather information, just something to talk about.
Why don't we just, we'll just discuss in an executive session, okay?
Yes, that'd
All
be
right.
better. So the reason why I'm here, if you, I know I'm not on the agenda, but the only reason why I came down here is because I heard someone discussing the bylaw for historical.
Yeah, I don't want to talk about.
Okay, and I don't, but what I just wanted to say is I'm gonna reach out to them and get on their agenda to come to their meeting.
Okay,
They never reached out to me. I would have appreciated that. That would have been the right thing to do, but I'll get on there. I'll get on their
I
agenda.
want to come along as well. Let me know when that's going to be, because I
Okay.
had some questions.
Okay,
Well,
sure.
I think what I had mentioned was that we actually all meet together.
I want to
so
be there as well.
It should be a board.
So do they meet regularly, or
Next Board of Selectmen's meeting.
Yes.
We got a lot already.
do you want to do it at a Board of Selectmen's meeting?
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
I think it was the consensus of the board that they wanted to be part of that conversation. So.
Oh, no, and that's why, okay. for the
Okay, so you
board,
see what I'm
for the
saying? So it
board,
has
yeah.
to be
Yep.
has to be a board meeting
Yep.
in order for that to
That's
happen.
fine, that's fine.
Yeah. It doesn't mean it has to happen on Monday night. It could happen in the afternoon.
If they would have invited me
Just has to
before,
match everybody's schedule.
if they would have invited me before, I would have went to their meeting,
Okay.
if they had any concerns. I work with all the boards, so.
Okay. We can debate that when we all get together. All right, thanks.
Thank you.
All right. All right. Executive session. All right, there's nothing
that
else.
has to be-
48 hours, right? Okay.
got something.
Can somebody see him out, please?
Wait a second.
I had to call your new officer down here. All right.
You have to read this.
Yeah, so executive session, purpose 2 for executive session, Mass General Law, Chapter 30A, Section 21A2, to conduct strategy session in preparation for negotiations with non-union personnel, or to conduct collective bargaining sessions, or contract negotiations with non-union personnel, library director contract.
Reconvene only to adjourn.
Reconvene only to adjourn.
Second, roll call vote is needed.
Roll call vote is needed. Burke, aye.
Tenio, aye.
Real aye.